TFNN. Headline News Update.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Tommy O'Brien, coming to you live from TFNN, 2 p.m. Eastern time on Friday. 2 hours left to go in the trading week, and we got markets hanging right here near all-time highs in the S&P. You're talking about a price point right now of 23 points in the positive at 36.87. Made it as high as 36.93 at about 11 a.m. Eastern time. NASDAQ 100 up 45 points, 12,508. We get the Dow up 191, 30,124, and the Russell continuing to charge higher, up almost 1.9% right now at 1881. That's positive 34 points on the session. We got natural gas up about 10 cents, bouncing a bit after the slide it had the last couple days. Gold contract backing off from its gains. Volatility this morning for gold up to 1852. We're back to 1839. You've got silver up 13 cents at 24.27. Got to check in on Bitcoin. Down $355 on the session at 19,210. And notes and bonds, we're sitting pretty close to a one-year yield, folks. Right now, you got the 10-year off 10 ticks at 137.11. The 30-year right now off a full point and 9 ticks at 171.19. And what else we got going on? The cannabis stocks, they're pulling back today. This was anticipated, but you have the House passing marijuana legalization as it decriminalizes marijuana. The House voted Friday for the first time to legalize marijuana at the federal level, but the bill, little chance of being considered in the Republican-controlled Senate. I believe that's unfortunate. But you take a look at some of these stocks, and there's Canopy, one of the biggest ones out there. You call it basically flat today. No real reaction, but you look where we've come. From a price point of 14, more than a double bagger just since basically the beginning of October, as you have President Biden. Could be seen as more friendly to that industry. Democrats overall passing that bill. It's been quite a run for those cannabis stocks, to say the least. Jumping around to what else we have going on. JP Morgan talking about credit card payments surging 15% over Black Friday weekend. That's compared to what it did a year earlier. A sign of the pandemic did little to curtail spending as the holiday shopping season began. I would agree with that one. And an interesting one out here from Cheesecake Factory, settling with the SEC over misleading COVID risk disclosures. First time for a public company. The fine, $125,000, basically pennies for that company. And it had to do with them disclosing that they weren't going to be paying rent. And for the first time, that is a fine. Materially false and misleading. Seems like pennies there. Such an action. Stay tuned, folks. Dave White live right now. Tom O'Brien.